Welcome to the Market Smarter, Sell More podcast. I'm your host, Andy Barnett, joined as always by my co-host, the man who puts Hayes in the Hayes Group, Mr. Adam Hayes. How we doing?
Good.
Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. It's draft week.
It is.
It's coming up here a few days.
It's here.
I know. That's by the time this airs, it will have already happened. At least the first round will have already happened.
Other Bears fans are probably feeling my sense of angst and anxiety towards the draft, Yeah. I mean, we just haven't done a good job and
so
forever.
It's more like, the opportunities are there. How can we screw this up?
Yeah. And will we?
Will we? And how can we?
Yeah. Why are we in football purgatory? What did we do?
Yeah, right. You must have.
It must have been the Super Bowl shuffle. That started the curse, right?
That's right. Yeah, you did. You dared the gods with Super Bowl shuffle.
What the heck?
They're like, stay in your lane, all right? You play football.
It's just a group of guys having fun. Can't we just get over it? Obviously not. It's been 40 years.
I think you're still in the bargaining stages of grief. Yeah.
39 years and counting.
That's great. Oh, that's great. Well, what else is new besides the draft?
Oh man. I mean, it's almost summertime, right?
Yeah.
Get to get outside.
Get the pool open?
No. Heck no.
When's that happen?
Need to.
Yeah.
Probably we've done it traditionally around the first week in May because my daughter's birthday is around that time, and she was having parties and wanted to have a birthday party at the house with the pool, but usually it's still pretty chilly.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna wait until the third or fourth week of May this year to do it.
Yeah, makes sense. What are you watching nowadays?
Fallout, which we were just talking about before we started.
Yes, I watched some at lunch.
Yeah,
just about an hour ago.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game. I know there's a huge network of people out there that play that game.
Yeah, and you know what? I haven't played the game either, but I know that I've read that the people in the gaming community are really pleased with how it came out. Because lots of times you'll see adaptations that are nowhere near what the game was, but they seem to be happy with how it was done. So, but that's a
I was looking at IMDb last night.
Yeah,
looking at the reviews. I mean, it's already at an 8.6 out of 10, which is really high for a TV series.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, they're doing something right.
Yeah, I'm enjoying them about halfway through it. So,
yeah,
we'll see. I'll get through the rest of it by the end of the year.
I think I'll probably get through the end of it by the end of this weekend. I'm on 7.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, you really you watched a couple then yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, we just had this.
I did
this conversation yesterday. I've got a marketing question here for you, and this is not the Ask the Expert segment. This is
as long as it's not.
That's right. No, this is Don't Ask the Expert. When we bring on a new client, what are the most important things to learn right away?
Who they are as an organization, what products and services they sell. What's their total addressable market? Who's their ideal client fit? Do they have marketing that currently supports the customer journey right now? What have they done that's worked? What have they not done, or they've done that hasn't worked?
Yeah.
How many salespeople do they have? What's their quota, for delivering sales? How many MQLs does it take to generate a sale? All kinds of different questions that really are important to know because they inform us strategically where they are, where they want to go. And then, our job is to fill in that gap and build them strategies that help them cross that chasm.
Right. Well, that makes sense. Understanding who the client is first before how can we help you? It would be almost inauthentic to say, yes, we can help you right away. Maybe we can, it's maybe, maybe your product's not great. Maybe no amount of anything marketing, is just one piece of that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can't help you. So the more you understand about what the client, who they are, what's their culture, what's their demographic for who they're targeting, what their product is. So
exactly.
Makes total sense. Well, I guess I've learned a little something and it's just through osmosis.
Yeah. I guess
osmosis. So, okay. Well, that's great. Let's, take a quick break and we will be back with our guest right after this. Midwest business funding. Owning or starting a business can be challenging enough without having to worry about cash flow and funding challenges. At Midwest Business Funding, these folks are incredible at getting businesses the funding needed to take that next step or compensate for an unexpected lull in cash flow. Whether you need equipment financing or you're ready to expand with real estate lending, they match you up with the right solutions for your business. They also offer invoice factoring and quick capital loans so you can mitigate risk and get the funding you need. Reach out today and talk to the helpful folks at Midwest Business Funding. Okay. Welcome back to the Market Smarter, Sell More podcast. We're now joined by our guest, Mr. Mark Kolbus, the owner of A Taste of Indiana. Mark, how you doing?
Thank you. How you doing?
Good. All right. Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do there at Taste of Indiana?
We're a gift basket business, but we also support and buy from 176 Indiana companies. So we put those products into gift baskets or gift boxes, ship all over the world. September was our 39th anniversary.
Wow.
And so we've been in business for a long time. We got a good connection with the city, the convention business, sporting. So teams coming in town, we do gift baskets for them for, someone will put a basket into their hotel room for their general manager, the coach. So we did the college football national championship between Georgia and Alabama. So we did a huge order for that. New York, a lot of companies from New York use us for their conventions when they come in town because Indianapolis hosts a ton of conventions. Sporting events.
So, and you have a brick and mortar store that people can actually come to, which, by the way, I always tell people to go. It's a great place to buy gifts that you're not necessarily knowing what you want when you go in there, but you go in there, find something for grandpa or grandma, and there's always something available to find.
Correct. We are at 62nd and Binford Boulevard on the northwest corner. We do have all sorts of things besides the food, gummy bears, candies, chocolates, all that. We have plates and keychains. You think of anything that's related to Indiana, plates, dishes, towels, anything that you might think that you want to give as a gift, they're there.
Yeah. And like I said, stuff you don't think of.
Yeah. So what was the genesis of the idea of the founding of the company?
Mom bought it from the original owner back in 1998, and she wanted this as a retirement business. Well, she was in the store today. 25 years later. I took over the business about 9 years ago, and we moved quickly to our old location to our current location at 5016 East 62nd Street. And we just need to get bigger because we were having some of these big monster orders. Like we have one for Christmas this year, 1,200 gift boxes. And so we needed the space to assemble and store these before we start shipping these things out.
Yeah.
Right.
So are you actively looking for new space?
Not right now, but
it's getting tight.
It's getting tight in there.
Well, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, good problem. At Christmas time, we bring in probably $300,000 to $400,000 of product on our first go around. Then we start bringing in others as we see fit. And so it gets a little tight in those halls, and we have a back hallway that goes out to our dumpster, and we just store a lot of things in there. I have some in my garage, my mom and dad's garage, but we make it happen. We sort of stagger and we sort of plan ahead and get orders ready. We got an order that just got for 20 gift boxes. We've already done it. It doesn't go out until October 20th. Yeah. Because you never know who's going to come in and place another order.
When you get blasted with a big order I know you guys do stuff with Riley too.
And IU, Riley.
Speedway? Do you do the Speedway stuff?
A little bit with the Speedway. But, there's all sorts of companies that whenever they hire new employees, they send them a gift basket on like the day before they start working. And so, we have another company.
I didn't get a gift basket before I started working here.
I didn't either. Where do we file the complaint?
That's right.
But Eli Lilly just called us up, and they want to start doing gift baskets with their new employees and possibly with anyone that they interview for a job. Great. So, the big company in the city.
Yeah,
they're going to they want to work with us.
That would be fantastic.
So how do you curate that box? Is it something you partner with them on, or is it something that you make a recommendation?
Yeah. So we've sent them pictures of different boxes, and they were out on our website, and they were taking a look at everything that we have there. And we sent them a lot of different stuff of like our most popular items. And then they want to say, hey, all right, tell me which items don't have peanuts because of food allergies.
Yeah.
And so, they're narrowing it down. And so they can customize a gift, whether it be a gift bag, gift box, gift basket. And we can either deliver them to Eli Lilly's or ship them to their houses. And so once we get it all squared away, and they'll come up with a gift card message. And then we put Eli Lilly's logo on the gift card. So, like, welcome to Eli Lilly. And then there's a gift basket of goodies.
Right.
And
right.
so
He brought a gift basket here, or a pile of gifts.
Oh no, he's going to spoil us.
Oh, the girls have already rated it. So,
oh, did they really?
Yeah, so we'll get whatever's left over.
No wonder they stayed late on a Friday.
I know. That's exactly right.
So how much of, you said you had 179 approximate SKUs, right? Different products.
176 Indiana vendors.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably have about 300 SKUs.
Okay. And then how do you determine which ones you regularly stock in inventory versus you only place orders once an order comes in from a client for that particular product?
Mostly by taste.
Okay.
But, we know what moves well. So like, keychains, magnets, those type of novelty type stuff, they don't move a lot, but we keep them because sometimes people just want to throw that into a gift. Rise and Roll Crunch. And, there's a Rise and Roll bakery and pretty much everywhere now. And their crunches are awesome. And I threw a bag in for you guys, but
hope it's still there.
It's not.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that we know by turnover. I brought in 150 bags of popcorn from Jasper Flower and Gifts last Thursday. I placed another order for 150 bags again because some lady bought 61, another one bought 24. So it's just constant rotation. So I bring in tons of product for the holidays, as well as I keep a lot of stuff on site just because of people walking in and out of the blue. I need 15 of 5 different items. I need 30 of 10 different items. And so I don't want to lose that sale. And, it's been working out for 39 years.
And do you have standard gift baskets that you offer? You say like, okay, here's number one. You can just order number one, or you can call us and we can curate one for you.
Both. We can customize it, and people can sort of say, hey, I've been in your store, and people walk into our store and say, hey, I want this, this, and this. And I'll send you a spreadsheet of 200 names.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I saw on your website gift basket number 413. I need you to send that $75 gift basket to all my staff at these locations, and they'll send us a spreadsheet with a gift card message, and we send them out on the date that they want them out.
Yeah.
And so we plan ahead and we work ahead, and we just get all the products in, assemble the baskets or boxes, and then start shipping them out.
Kind of off the wall question, but what's one product that you thought would sell really well but didn't?
Oh boy, everything sells. And, that's the cool thing. Back in 2008, small recession, and 3 of our competitors go out of business. We lost some business, but we noticed that people wanted to support companies that are based in Indiana.
Yeah.
And so they don't want those to go out of business. Here comes COVID rolling in, and people can't see grandpa, send them a gift basket.
Yeah.
Everything was moving out the door 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And, people were sending stuff for their customers, their employees, relatives. There's nothing sitting around for too long a period. And so that's sort of cool thing. So then I have to call up all these vendors and say, hey, I need more.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I support all these Indiana vendors. So I told them, I said, you're not going to get rich, but we are really consistent on placing orders.
Yeah.
Whether it be once a week or once a month.
So how often now do you reach out and try and source different products versus you have vendors reaching out to you saying, hey, could we try our products in your gift baskets?
Some I reach out to, like the state fair. On the backside of the state fair is the Pioneer Village.
Yeah.
And I'll go there every year just to see if there's any new vendors, because on that backside of the state fairgrounds, they support, and they have this little shop of all these Indiana products. So I will reach out to them, but other companies, they know about us and they say, hey, I need to get my product in there.
Sure.
Because they've heard of these big orders that we get from all of our customers.
What are some of the vendors that you've had the longest relationships with?
The brands up in Fort Wayne, the brand chocolates, South Bend Chocolate Company, Tell City Pretzels, Geesh Lane out in Union City. Those are hand painted chocolates. They're really cool. Trying to think of some of the ones local. Chef Jeff S'mores Balls. But those are the ones that we've had since 1998 that we our family took over the business. Yeah. And there's some like Tell City and the brand in South Bend. They've been with us since the original owner that we bought it from 39 years ago started the business.
What's something that you wish you knew back then? Something that you wish you knew now that you didn't know back when you guys first took over and first started doing this?
Probably how quickly this business took off once we moved from our old location to this location. We have 2,500 square feet. And then if you take the back hallway, we probably have about 3,500 square feet. But I probably would have tried to find a 5,000 square foot building because, storage. And, not only will we do this 1,200, we'll do one for 575, 329. And, size of our business is sort of, it's growing and growing and growing. I mean, we took this from hardly anything to it's a big company right now.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Good problems to have.
Yeah. And just making sure that we can access product quickly.
Yeah.
And our vendors around the state are just awesome.
Yeah.
3 years ago, Eli Lilly placed an order for 1,400 gift boxes. And it's sort of cool that they went out and they walked around the store and they go, tell me about stories about these vendors.
That's cool. What they wanted to know.
They wanted to know. And they picked out 9 items: minority owned business, mom and pop, women owned business only. And it was so cool. And they wanted to support small businesses like that.
Yeah.
And so then I'm calling up these people. I'm saying, all right, you sitting down on this. I need 1,400 of your product. And there's people that were bringing stuff down from Elkhart, the soup company called Soup of Success. She was bringing them down. She was sending her husband down every other day, bringing like 300 bags of soup.
As they make them, they're bringing them
down. And in 1 week, they they told us the order on December 7th. We had everything finalized on December 14th, either shipped to their downtown office or shipped to their customers and staff at their homes in 1 week time.
How many people you got doing that?
We had about 8 people on their order only. And so we were just assembly line all this stuff. We got some tables set up and we just sort of assembly lined everything. My son and 2 of his buddies from Fishers High School came in and made 1,400 gift boxes.
Wow.
In 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then we got all these products in from all these vendors and we just started making them. And about 4 days later, I said, Matthew, get back in here because bring your friends. We need to get all this cardboard out of here.
Yeah.
And there were like 3 of the 7 dwarfs taking everything out to the dumpsters.
That's great.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, you want to jump into some of the more personal steps? People can learn a little bit more about you, the man behind the curtain there.
Sure. Well, it's not really all me. We got a great staff.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about that before we move over to the personal stuff.
Amy's been with us for 18 years. Patty's been with us for 15. And we got ladies that I can call on a dime and they will be in, housewives, retirees that they just want to work and pick up some extra money.
Sure.
And, we'll send them, all right, this is what we want to make. Amy's usually our lead designer and she will, all right, this is the gift basket. We need to make 300, let's just say. Follow this. This is our sample. Make them. And they sit back there and talk and just like that.
There's like a good gig.
75 made. And, but we've got a great staff that just can come in here and just crank out. We'll have about 20 to 25 employees at Christmas time, but throughout the year, we'll have 3 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us about you. Are you an early bird or a night owl? I know the answer.
I don't.
I know the answer for a funny reason. I'll let Mark go ahead and tell you.
There's both. I burn the candle at both ends. There's times where like Rise and Roll, I have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to meet him for delivery. And there will be times we're up late making baskets and getting things done because, last minute type of stuff.
Yeah.
But born and bred here in Indianapolis, went to Scecina High School on the east side, went to Ball State. And so I've been here all my life.
Indiana through and through.
Indiana through and through.
Well, some of these times, sorry.
Ball State, chirp, chirp.
That's right. That's right. Chirp, chirp. When he's going for that 3 a.m. delivery, he's getting up and I'm going to bed. I see him. I give him the wave from the garage. For those that don't know, Mark's a neighbor of mine too. So we see each other at very odd hours when my day's ending and his day's starting sometimes.
You're finishing your last beer and he's starting his day.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah. We've been good friends ever since Andy moved into the neighborhood.
That's awesome.
Almost 20 years ago.
Yeah. My son and his kids played a lot of soccer and
Uh,
other things together.
A lot. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have been boating together too, right?
He's been out on
my mom and dad live on a little lake and got a pontoon boat. So
Oh, cool.
we bring him over there occasionally and act goofy in the water.
That's right.
What's your favorite question on there? Go ahead with that one.
Well, I like them all. What motivates you? What gets you? What's your?
Nothing. No day is ever the same. Not one single day is ever the same. So I used to be in that purchasing departments of different places, and it was the same stuff over and over.
Sure.
And you never at our store, it's never the same. And people come in and we have got great customers. They walk in, they know about my son. I know about their kids, family members, good and bad medical situations, all that type of stuff. And, it's just a good camaraderie of customers, employees, vendors. It's fun. It's a fun company to work for. And we just have a great time. And, when kids come in, we give them a little bag of gummy bears. And so the kids,
well, they want to come back then.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So it's like they're getting drugged around by their parents. And all once they stop in this store,
right.
I give them a bag of gummy bears.
Let's go shopping again.
Yeah.
Right.
This isn't all that bad being drugged around
That's right.
all around the city on these errands. But, it's just a fun place to work. And, like today, Indianapolis Pediatric Dentistry came in and they ordered 20 gift boxes. And they're going to bring in some of their logoed swag stuff, tumblers, coffee mugs, all that type of stuff, and put it into their gift baskets. And, she's telling me about this story about a lot of dentists don't know how to work with problem children, special needs. But their staff and their dentist knows how to work with challenged kids. And, she's telling me some of the stories about it and just like, wow, you don't think about those type of things,
right.
But it's a cool thing. And, so she wants to do gift baskets for companies that refer patients to them.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, but we just get, we start talking. We don't just sit there and take your money and this is your order. No,
right.
We find out, tell us about your, what's going on and, what you want a gift basket for what reason. And,
right.
So we come up with, hey, let's, you're going to send these to 20 people that refer patients. Okay. Do they have a staff or are we going to send it to the doctor? If they have a staff, you probably want products that multiple people can use.
Have you read the Giftology book?
No.
That would be a fun one for you to pick up.
Okay. All right.
I think you'd enjoy that.
Sure.
Yeah. It's kind of the spirit of what you got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reasons people give and why it's, awesome.
Yeah,
it's a whole psychological, communication system with people. Like giving people a gift is thanks and appreciation and a return of, appreciation to those people that are doing things for you. And it explains the psychology behind that. I think you'd find it fascinating.
I'll look for it. Yeah.
So everybody's got to eat and drink in their life, right? So coffee, are you a coffee person or a soda person or a tea person? What do you
usually a Coke. I stay away from the coffee.
Okay.
But I've been known to partake in a few beers and Crown and Cokes.
Is that your preferred Crown and Coke?
Yeah. Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe. Alcohol. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't think that in my family we do shots for weddings and funerals.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's one and the same, but
you're right. Yeah.
But for every wedding and every funeral at the Kolbus family, We do shots of Crown Royal.
Okay.
And so I think my first one was about age 8.
Well, there you go.
Surprised you ever drink it again after that.
It burns that first time going down.
Yeah, that's right. It still burns.
Oh,
Are you a music guy?
yeah. I like just all the 80s, 90s. I let even I follow we just went to Matchbox 20 concert this year.
Okay.
And so
they're here in town
at Ruoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ruoff.
Yeah. I like music. It's just I like all types.
Yeah.
Just put that way.
Sure. How about TV shows or do you watch many shows or just sports or?
I'm a big sports guy. I help out with Cecina High School's football program. I've coached baseball and basketball also there, and CYO coach for 20 years. So I like sports. My son played high school at played high school soccer at Fishers High School, traveled soccer all over the Midwest. I just enjoy watching sports because I love that team camaraderie, and that's what I sort of bring to our store.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't care. I throw out trash all day long. It doesn't matter if you're the owner, in my opinion. Whatever you need to do, get it done. And so that's part of my camaraderie type thing.
Yeah.
So did you play football growing up?
There's not a lot of needs for 5'3", 130-pound sophomores when you get because I know that because that's what I got on my license was 5'3", 130 pounds. Not a lot of need for those guys in the football program.
Yeah.
I was pretty good in baseball at times, yeah. And so played baseball in high school. But the head coach at Cecina, he called me up, and then he came over with the 12-pack of beer.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to scout, and he wanted me to help be an assistant coach when he became the head football coach.
Well, that's a cool opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got a
How
game.
long have you been doing that?
32 years.
Wow.
And you got a game tonight. That's why you're not drinking a beer with me right now.
That's right. I got to go out to Cascade High School to watch Monrovia because Monrovia is who we play next week.
I used to go to Cascade all the time. When I
so
worked
you
for
give a game report then?
Yeah. So we, besides all the players' positions and all stuff, I track their plays, their tendencies. If they're on third down and they're on offense, do they run to the left? Do they run to the right? Do they, pass more?
Mm-hmm.
And when Peyton Manning came into town, it made high school football crazy better.
Yeah.
Crazy better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there's run and shoot, no huddle, fast tempo, speed offense compared to the old
It used to
3 yards in a cloud of dust type offenses.
The old wing T formation.
Yeah. I'll see a little bit of wing T tonight against Monrovia runs that. But for the most part, it's wide open. It is wide open sports right now on the football level. I mean, they are passing 7 out of 10 times.
Wow.
It's crazy amount what they pass now ever since Peyton Manning came into town.
Yeah.
Changed the game. You're talking to a Bears fan over here. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Bears haven't put a lot of good product out on the field to study.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I won $50 on from my cousin because he wanted the Bears. And he's from Naperville, Illinois, and I said, "Are you sure? I'll take your money."
Yeah, right. You should. You can just give me
Super Bowl.
$50. Yeah.
Yeah. But so that's what I do. I got a wife and one son, and he's a sophomore down at IU, so we're sort of empty nesters, and we're trying to get the house sort of squared away. So when we go traveling, we can come home to a really nice house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do I get to spin the wheel yet?
No. Yeah, go ahead and spin the wheel. This is his favorite part.
This is one of my favorite segments here.
Uh-huh.
We like to unpredictably spin the wheel. So what I will do here is I'll ask you here in a second to turn around and look at the wheel behind you. You're going to have a variety of different topics, and whatever it lands on, this is not preordained here. Whatever it lands on, that's what we're going to talk about. So how many times does this land on something we already talked about?
Half the time.
Jeez.
Boy, this is a long one today.
Yes, it
Social
is.
media. That was what we had last time.
Yes, we just had
So
this
it must
one
be
too.
perfect topic.
I know, that's right. They want people to talk about it. So, what are your thoughts on social media?
Well, I'm 60 years old, so I'm learning, but I listen to the younger people. they are the future of our world. And so I use that. We hire a person to do all of our social media. And she does a really good job. I talk to my son, my nephews, my nieces, and just sort of say, hey, what do the young people need? And what do they want to expect out of social media? And so we're doing a little bit more advertising. We just sent out a mass email to all of our biggest customers and say, hey, get your Christmas order in.
Yeah.
And that went to about 4,000 of our past customers.
Nice.
So I like to do more of that type of stuff because I know that's the way to do things. Get out there, and our lady does a really good job of, getting her name out there and, what we can do. And she has a big following. And so,
nice.
I know my parents, they're not used to it. They're in their 80s. And so they never had this type of stuff. But, I know from learning and talking to the kids, the way of the future is social media.
Yep.
And you've got to use that to get your name out, to get business.
Yeah.
And so I'm not afraid to spend the money to do that.
Yeah. Well, you're telling us.
Yeah.
Yes. We got it.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I got nothing else, man.
He's given us everything.
Yeah.
It's been great, Mark.
Thank you.
You were fast, efficient, raw, transparent. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
To the point. So, well, we really appreciate you joining us here, and we'll have to do this again sometime. So
sounds good.
Maybe hit you up around Christmas time when you're extremely busy.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
time we get together, it's got to be over Crown and Coke
That's
or,
right.
or a beer.
That's right.
Yeah, pretty much from October 15th on until Christmas Eve. It's 18-hour days for me.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We'll wait until March next year.
Yeah.
When it starts getting a little warm outside, we'll go sit on a patio, maybe up at Big Jug.
Yeah.
The new brew pub. Have you been there?
King Jug.
King Jug.
I have not.
It's over on
Big Lug, King Jug.
Something like that. It's over on Lantern by Fisher's Elementary School.
Okay.
It's I thought, I mean, I shouldn't slam King Jug. Obviously, I didn't think it was a brewery for a long time. The advertising out front is the way of putting it, is it did not look like it was an actual brewery or a restaurant because they initially opened up as a like a Meals on Wheels type thing where you get
the imagery was like of a bicycle.
Yeah, right. Well, I thought it was like a big old tire shop or something. I didn't know what it was, and then we found out, and it's actually, the food's delicious. We actually ate there once before. So
yeah, we've catered in lunch here. Yeah, it's good food.
Yeah, really good. But I didn't know what it was, and a lot of people don't seem to know what it was. So.
Real quickly, I want to. So I was taking the trash out one day, opened up the door, and almost knocked off this guy off of a ladder. And his name is Ross Harding. He bottles and sells honey. And I thought he was the HVAC guy. And he's climbing up the ladder, and he goes, "No, I have 2 beehive boxes on top of Blind Owl Brewery."
Which is right next door to you.
Which is right next to us at 62nd Benford. And he said he has 23 beehive boxes on top of these different breweries around town.
Oh, really?
Because then he harvests the honey. He sells the honey back to these breweries for their honey wheat beer and their different honey beers.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And so, you learn something new about some of these vendors also.
Yeah.
That's such a unique model
I know,
of business.
isn't it?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it was just like, so I open up the door, I got a bag of trash, I'm taking it out to our dumpster, and I get a vendor just by doing that.
Right.
And so Ross Harding, and he bottles his honey and he sells it back to different places.
What's the name of his company?
It's just Ross Harding
Honey.
honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
RHH.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, it was just sort of, so you asked about how do I get our vendors? That was a weird one. That was, but Ross has been with us for 4 years.
Wow.
And we sell a ton of his honey.
We'll have to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. I've got plenty of Indiana vendors. Do worry about that. You guys can contact.
He's going to want a cut from us here pretty soon. Start giving us referrals.
Yeah, that's right.
No, a part of what my mom wanted to do was help promote Indiana companies. And so that's why we can offer, hey, put your logo on the gift card and message. So it looks like it's coming from you. Yeah. And that is small marketing ways to help promote Indiana companies.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you what, and we're good friends, so it might sound like I'm just praising a good friend, but the truth of the matter is your store is fantastic. I love going in there. There's always something that you don't anticipate before you go in there. There's always, if I have to buy a gift for my dad who's impossible to buy for because they have everything they want, I always find something there.
Yep.
So it really is. I think your mom's vision has come to fruition and some.
Sure.
You know, the stuff you guys do and the people you work with, tremendous companies and Indiana companies. So I think, you know, you got a lot to be proud of.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again soon. And that'll be it for us. Anything you want to plug? Websites? We'll throw it all up on the screen in production. So
come to our store. You can get a better opportunity of seeing what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Great. Appreciate it, Mark.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.